All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Shem Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word, sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, and right quick, I just want to get into this. Well, it's actually an article on RT News, but I want to start with this scripture, Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? All right, now, when the Lord comes back, all right, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who is Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, the world is going to be in an uproar. And we see, all right, that the world is in an uproar, now, all right, in America, the people are in an uproar. You got the sedition amongst men, everybody rising up against Trump and the government, rallies, protests, and this is not just going on in America because, you Americans, you only know, that's the only thing that you know is what's going on around you. But when you look at the world scheme of things, the world news, this is going on everywhere in the world, man. Everybody's in an uproar, everybody mad about something, everybody got some cause that they fighting for, man. This is how you know we in the end. It's how you know, because it's state of the world. It ain't just America, man. But just for an example, I'm gonna read this article of uproars amongst the people. All right, tear gas, water cannons, injuries, chaos erupts in Nantes amid yellow vest rally. All right, and you hear the word rally, protest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All these words that's synonymous with people rising up against the power structure in their societies. This is gonna be happening on the whole earth when Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, comes back. And it's happening now. So we living in that time, man. All right. But it says yellow vest protests against president. There you go to sedition amongst men. All right. Emmanuel Macron's economic policies hit France for the 44th week in a row. 44 weeks in a row. Or 44th weekend, excuse me, in a row. It got especially heated. So these people go to work all week, did all the weekend. Instead of going to kick it and go to the movies like, most of you Americans do, they just go rally. That's their occupation of the weekend. That's crazy. But it got especially heated in Nantes, where clashes between police and protesters left several people injured. That's sedition amongst men. Because the police is a part of the government wherever you go. As a government job. You know what I'm saying? The police department. All right, but it says some 1,800 people took to the streets of the city on Saturday. According to police figures, this week the Yellow Vests tried a different approach to the protests, avoiding avoiding the city's center and hitting different routes instead. So they're using that's a war tactic. All right, we're gonna change our route. We don't want them to see us coming. The people, that's sedition amongst men. The people are at war with their government or their power structure, not only in America, but you see over here in France too, man. So going back, I'm continuing the article, which is right quick. Going back, Luke 12:49, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? It's the fire already gonna be kindled. Because the people was in an uproar already, man. Alright, and then you see this image, they throwing this tear gas and shit, excuse my language, but they throwing tear gas. This is war amongst the people in the government, man. And this is how America's gonna be. Alright. There's little LGBT rallies and all that. No, it's gonna be war, bloodshed, death. Alright, as the scriptures say. Alright, I'm gonna play this little video. That's sedition amongst men. Alright, they all coming together against the government power structure, man. At some point, protesters engaged in scuffles with law enforcement. The police extensively used tear gas to disperse the crowds. Footage of the scene shows. All right, and this is the people versus government once again, man. And this is how these peaceful protests is gonna turn violent. Because the police is not, they naturally violent. They taught that. They taught military tactics. And they'll go to tear gas men to disperse the crowd. And that's militarized police. That's what you're gonna start seeing in America more and more. Alright? Mad tear gas. The fire on the earth is kindled, man. It's not to that it's apex yet, but like I did a video earlier talking about a prelude to the future of America, which was basically on the California wildfires. This is also a prelude to the future of America. War amongst the people and the government. It ain't just gonna be the people versus the government. It's gonna be people versus people too. And the water cannons they're using on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, work beating his ass. And you Israelites should know this, the how the police get down. You know how they get down, but this is gonna be happening amongst everybody. So they got them pinned down. They about to beat his ass when they catch him. This is the prelude to, hey, just like the last video I did, prelude to the future of America. They're gonna beat his ass. That's how they gonna be doing, you people. But they gonna be, you see, they arresting these people. They gonna be dropping y'all. I'm talking about murder in America. They gonna be dropping y'all. They ain't gonna be no. You see how all this showing out and shit, trying to fight with it. They gonna get gunned down in America. All right. Says the protesters pelted police with various objects and even used Molotov cocktails. That's war, man. And this is coming to America, man. Damn, I think I clicked on that. Shalakia, my damn phone just froze. Alright. And that's an image of obviously of the Molotov cocktails that they were storing. Alright. Looting. Look at these people breaking in and shit. Although most of the demonstrators marched peacefully, there were around 400 people from the so-called Black Bloc attacking and damaging various venues, including local McDonald's, smashing bus stops, and setting dumpsters on fire. Alright? This is gonna happen in America. This happens in America. Like, if you remember, like, well, not if you remember, I wasn't even called on, so I'll get a phone call every video. Fuck. But if you remember, like, the Watts riots, looting is a part of that. That's a part of the sedition amongst men, too. All this chaos, some people want to try to go get some free shit, you know? And even though, I got, like, a joking tone, but once again, this is a prelude to the future of America. This was coming here, man. You know, at least 2 protesters and 4 police officers were injured in the scuffles. It looked like he tripped him or some shit. Oh yeah, there you go. A protester trips a French fuck, gendarme during. Uh, I believe I pronounced that right. Ahead of the rally, the police managed to seize a whole crate of Molotov cocktails, a handful of firecrackers, and a haul of around 100 umbrellas, you know, which come in handy to hide from water cannons and tear gas canisters. So the people are arming themselves against the weaponry of the police, man. This is gonna happen, but America is gonna be way worse, bro. Alright, it's gonna be way worse in America. Cause them police in America, you seen the dude, where that was at. I think it was this one, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, it won't let me play it again. Alright. Damn, it's lucky. But it says, Shalaki. It won't let me play it again unless I went to YouTube. But this is a picture of the Molotovs that they had. Firecrackers. People was arming themselves. Alright. In fact, many things get one in trouble during the protest, as one man was detained by police apparently over merely carrying a tennis racket. But a tennis racket, whatever you got in your hand with the police, is a weapon. And anybody that run across this video, I would want you to think about the American police. This is overseas. You can have anything in your hand. Jake done got killed for having a cell phone in his hand. So when they see a tennis, when they see anything in your hand that you could possibly, not even that you could possibly fuck them up with, because you can't do much with a phone, but anything in your hand could be considered a weapon. And you know how the American police get out. Alright? It says during protests, such sports implements are known to be used to hurl tear gas grenades back at police. So they basically, if you know anything about tennis, they basically like return to serve. Like you throw some tear gas at them, they smack it back at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play this one too. I don't know if they're gonna actually depict that. But. Nah, he's just showing them being detained and shit. But the protesters were also held in other major cities across France. In Lyon, the gathering was also marred by scuffles with police that deployed tear gas to disperse the protesters. Which America has way more than tear gas. They got like microwave guns. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it like let out these frequencies that'll just make you drop and hold your ears. America about to use all they top-notch shit on the people, man. So when I say a prelude to what's gonna happen to the future of America, it's gonna be way worse. Just like the last video, if you caught that, them little wildfires in California, that ain't shit compared to the fire that's coming to America. Just like these uproars of the people that you see right now, it ain't, it ain't gonna be nothing compared to how it's gonna be in America. All right, but it says I believe this is Toulouse, the yellow vest occupied a train station, getting onto the tracks in an attempt to disrupt the railroad. Complete chaos. All right. And that's what's gonna be happening on the world, man. Damn, it's like it. Complete chaos. Sedition amongst men. War amongst the people. Nation against nation. People against the police and the power structure. That's what's gonna be happening in America. Whether you believe it or not, everybody try to act like, things that we saying is so far-fetched, but these things will eventually happen. Matthew 24:7. I'm gonna hop down. But for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Now we know earthquakes happen every day. You can go on Google and see earthquake happen wherever. But the point that I wanted to get out of this is nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. All right. Kingdom against kingdom meaning international war, nation against nation meaning the war amongst the people, because there will be a race war in America, you know. And all y'all gonna fight. It ain't gonna be nobody that's gonna be neutral in that day. All y'all gonna fight, because that's how the Lord has dictated this thing to go. Everybody will fight. All right. You Israelites is gonna fight against everybody. Basically, it's gonna be us against the world. All right. But it was something else I wanted to grab out of here. Oh yeah, 12. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Everybody gonna be just trying to survive out here. It ain't gonna be no helping hand or no nice gestures out here. Everybody just gonna be trying to fight and survive and live, you know. So I hope that video was edifying. All right. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.